$5,000. The agenda item that you have put in this Indaba, this great gathering, to contribute to the Presidential Gap Scholarship Fund will allow these students to focus on why they are at the university, and that is to enjoy the excellence of Johnson C. Smith University. 2020, the majority of students who should be eligible to go to colleges and universities in this country will come from minority groups. For the first time in the history of America, the white American student will be in the minority. What an opportunity for us to create a growing edge experience for our students today and those in the educational pipeline for tomorrow, for them to be able to say, I can stand on a sacred ground, Johnson C. Smith University, and lift on high my hopes and my aspirations. I want you to be part of the transformative history. When people will sing My Country, 'Tis of Thee, and they look at the hands holding up the sky vision of this country, these will be black hands holding up the sky vision, because our ancestors who made the bricks for Biddle Hall and put them in place by night held their hands up, feet bare, bricks in their hands, saying, one day our children and our children's children will hold up a different brick for this country. Yeah. That's what you can do in helping our students be able to get the education that they dream. And I know that you have the capacity to do it, because Steve told me when I walked in this room, he said there's a lot of money in this room. Yeah, I know you got it. Johnson C. Smith University is getting ready to move in a very significant way next week when the Gates Foundation comes to campus to announce that Johnson C. Smith University has been selected as one of 35 institutions in the country designated as high potential. The Gates Foundation will work with these 35 institutions for the next 4 years in order to demonstrate how 2020 college students should be educated. You should be proud of the fact that we are now in the big league. In the back of the room, we have listed 12 outstanding activities going on at the university. Read about them, talk about them. But I continue to impress upon you, help us lift these students up so that they too can sing the song of OSU. God bless you all, and thank you very much.
And by the words he shared with us, that he is prepared to lead us into the next century and into the next decade and into the next phase for Johnson C. Smith University. Thank you very much, Dr. Carter. Thank you very much. Dr. Carter mentioned the 12 key elements that are going on with Johnson C. Smith University right now. We'll have these at the back table. The reason why these are important is because when you get out in the community, you have a lot of people talking about stuff that's going on at our university without understanding the facts, and things begin to swell and things begin to pass on. For brothers who aren't here and who aren't connected on an everyday basis, these are the facts of the great things that are happening at our university today. So what we'd like to do is start the groundswell of rumor around the facts, as opposed to the suggestive things that happen in the workplace every day. So make sure you pick up one of these and pass it along. We're going to continue the program now with recognition. We've got several brothers that are going to share just a moment with you and we take the opportunity to recognize key accomplishments by brothers in the community, in their churches, in their homes, in their workplace, over time. So we're going to start off with Brother Blue.
Larcel,
No,
Colquitt.
I'm sorry. We got history next. You're right. Brother Johnny Goodlet is going to take a few minutes to talk to us about the history of Omega Psi Phi fraternity and Road Chapter.
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you, Steve. All right. Good evening, brothers.
Good evening.
And invited special guests. I am Johnny C. Goodlet II. I was made at Road Chapter on December 7th, 1977, number 2 of 10 of the Mason-Dixon line. In the infancy of planning this Road Chapter reunion, one of the tasks set before us was to conduct research to find as much history as possible concerning the origins of Road Chapter. Research the internet, JCSU digital yearbooks, and information ascertained from the ISQ headquarters archives. What we found at this point is somewhat limited, actually, and according to various sources, somewhat conflicting. During the 20s, organizations which were strictly social in purpose made their advent onto the campus of Johnson C. Smith University. These organizations offered students an outlet for the human yin, for compatible companionship and showmanship in closely knit brotherhood groups. It was also during the 1920s that the 4 fraternities first made their appearance on the campus of Johnson C. Smith University in the following order. The first, Road Chapter of Johnson C. Smith, Road Chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. The Alpha Sigmas Kappas came later. Our research indicates 2 possible founding or organizational dates, November 7th, 1921 or December 5th, 1921. However, our official history book, The History of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, this Road Chapter is being founded in 1923. But whatever the exact date, we do note that Rho was the first Greek fraternity established on campus. It was the 17th chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity and named so after the Greek letter Rho. And Rho Chapter was the first chapter of the Omegas established in the Carolinas in what was the 8th district back then, but now is known as the Mighty 6th District. And for this reason, Rho Chapter is referred to as the Mother Pearl of the Mighty 6. In researching the April 1930 edition of the Oracle, we found that Brothers of Rho were very active in campus and community service, participating in speaking engagements, excelling in academics and sports, even on a debate team that debated against the University of Pittsburgh. We also found that during the late 1920s and early 30s, Rho Chapter also had a 2-story, 8-room fraternity house located at 204 Martin Street, right beside campus, which still stands. And per the Rho Chapter editor, in 1930, Brother Thurrod Jeffries reported to the Oracle that brothers had just acquired a new majestic radio and spent many an evening listening to the sounds of Coon Sanders, Guy Lombardo, and the mighty Duke Ellington and his Cotton Club Orchestra, and together for fraternal camaraderie and to spend quality time getting to know the members of the Lampadas Club, ensuring that the future of Rho Chapter would continue for years to come. What a great era in Rho that must have been. The founders of Rho Chapter were Dr. White and Dr. George. After the institution became co-ed sometime between 1931 and 1936, the first sorority established on campus was Delta Sigma Theta, then Alpha Kappa Alpha, Zeta Phi Beta, and Sigma Gamma Rho, respectively. Brothers and friends, for this event and for your viewing pleasure, we've created a video montage that was shown earlier, capturing historical Rho Chapter yearbook pictures and photos of our college days, and an archival scrapbook which can be viewed on the memorabilia table along with various types of Rho memorabilia donated by Brothers of Rho. No doubt Rho Chapter has continued to produce great men and leaders in their respective communities throughout the country in the fields of business and entrepreneurship, education, military, government, or civil service leadership, medicine, ministry, sports, so forth and so on. In closing, as we all have made our homecoming pilgrimage to our Mecca, this great academic metropolis of Johnson C. Smith University. We hope that you enjoy and relish our efforts. This is just the beginning of our march toward our centennial celebration in 2021, where with the Lord's blessing and your assistance and participation, we hope to celebrate the 100-year reunion of Rhodes Chapel in fine fashion. If you have any additional history information,